Hello dear students, welcome to Exam Bar. Today we are going to discuss the chapter articles in English language and that is for junior classes. It is in class 8, that is in chapter 10, and in class 7 it is in chapter 11, and in class 6 it is in chapter 12. So dear students, to get the articles clearly you must watch this video completely. So let's start this video and discuss the uses and omissions of articles one by one. So dear students, let's start and discuss from the word article. Dear students, the word article has different meanings. For example, if we talk in the reference of writing, then it refers some paragraph, some story in the newspapers or some magazines. It means, and if I say if I use it in general life, then it can be anything. It can be chair, it can be book, it can be anything for in daily life. So it has a different meaning in daily life. And if we talk in the sense of English language, then we have two types of articles, and these articles belong to adjectives. They are basically adjectives, and articles are of two types. How many types? Articles are of two types. First one, indefinite. What is indefinite? And second one, definite. Second one, definite. Dear students, a and an are indefinite articles, while the is definite article, and they have their different uses. So in this class we are going to study now the uses of articles, that are definite and indefinite articles. So let's start with use of a or an. Use of a or an, it is used before a noun. Where it is used before a noun, but that noun must be countable and singular. What are the quality of that noun? That noun, before that you are going to use any article a or an, that noun must be countable as well as singular. For example, if I say I have a book. I have a book. So dear students, here book is countable and singular. This noun has both the qualities. It is countable as well as singular. That's why we used article a before it. And what is the difference of uses between a or an? Dear students, a is used before consonant sound and an is used before vowel sound. This is the basic difference between the uses of a and an. So my dear students, book gives us a consonant sound. That's why we used here article a. If I say I have eaten an apple. I have eaten an apple. So dear students, apple has both the qualities. It is countable and it is always, it is here singular. So when it has two qualities, countability and singular, then we have to use article a or an before it. But according to this sound pronunciation, we have to use article an. Why article an? Because apple is pronounced apple and it gives us the sound of vowel. That's why we use here an. And generally vowel sound given letters are a, e, I, o, u. Sometimes h also gives us vowel sound. That's why you must remember these cases, these letters which gives us a vowel sound, a, e, I, o, u, and sometimes h also, like honest man, honorable person. So dear students, I think you got it. And second point, what is second point is in exclamatory sentences. We also use a or an in exclamatory sentences. Like we say, what an amazing idea it is. What a large building it is. So in exclamatory sentences, we also use article a or an as per the case. So this is the use of article a or an, indefinite article. Now we should move towards article that is definite article. So dear students, article that is definite article is used before a specific person or thing. We use article the before any specific person, any specific thing. So dear students, this rule is very important and it overrules all the other rules related to article the. It means it also overrules the omission of article the. From this portion of omission of article the, if you are using any word and according to the omission of the, you are not going to use article the. But this rule, specific noun, this rule overrules the omission of the, and we use article the with these words also. If we make these nouns, we make these things, we make these words specific or person or things, we make them specific or special, then we use article the. Second point, with the family surname. With family surname, like we say the Sharmas, the Varmas, and some others also, some Satyamurthis, like this. With the surname, when we refer the whole family, when we want to refer the whole family, then we use article the before that surname. Next point, article the noun singular whole class. When we use a noun, that noun must be singular, and when it refers the whole class, like I say the cow is an useful animal. So dear students, here cow word, it is singular and it is referring here for the whole class, not a single cow. It refers the whole class of cows, because all cows are useful, not a single cow. So in such cases, we use article the before noun when it refers whole class. Group of islands. What are the group of islands? For example, if I say the Andaman and Nicobars, that is the group of island, we will use article the before such nouns. If I say the Lakshadweeps, this is the group of islands. If I say Daman and Diu, this is also a group of islands. So dear students, if I say the West Indies, this is also the group of islands. So before the group of islands, we use article the. What do we use? We use article the. Next one, mountain ranges. Before mountain ranges, like the Himalayas, specific point it is here. We use mountain ranges, not a single mountain. We do not use article the before a single mountain or single peak. We use article the with mountain ranges. Like if I say the Himalayas, it is correct. If I say the Aravallis, it is correct. If I say the Alps, it is correct. If I say the Western Ghats, it is correct. But if I say Anaimudi, the Anaimudi, it is wrong. If I say the Guru Shikhar, it is wrong. We do not use article the with a single peak. We use article the with mountain ranges only. Next point. Before religious book, newspaper or magazines, we use article the before religious books. For example, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Quran, the Bible, the Guru Granth Sahib, the Gita. All these books are religious. The Paradise Lost. All these books are religious. That's why we use article the before such books. And newspapers, we also use article the before newspaper. For example, the Times of India, the Hindustan Times, the Hindu, the Statesman. So these are the newspapers which are famous that I told you. Then article the is used before the newspapers. Some magazines also. Article the is also used before magazines like the India Today, the Outlook. So dear students, article the is also used before magazines, but not the magazines which are very ordinary or common like the Sarasali. We do not use article the before such magazines which are not famous. We also use article the before famous trains. I did not write here. We also use article the before famous trains like the Shatabdi, the Janarat Express, the Garib Express, the Dibrugarh Express. Like we also use article the before famous trains. We use article the before desert, like we say the Sahara desert, the Gobi desert, the Thar desert, the Kalahari desert. So dear students, we also use article the before deserts. Then heavenly bodies, we also use article the before heavenly bodies. And now what are the heavenly bodies? Dear students, all the things, all the bodies present in the sky are called heavenly bodies, like the sun, the star, the moon, the Mars, the Venus, the Jupiter, the Saturn, the asteroids, the meteors, sometimes the Saptarishi also. So that is the constellation of stars. So we use article the before heavenly bodies, like the Milky Way. The Milky Way, that is the Akash also called. Next one, before superlative degree. We also use article the before superlative degree of adjective. For example, good, better, best. We use article the before best. Tallest, we use article the before tallest. Like we say small, smaller, smallest. Then we use article the before smallest. Let me take one example so that you may get clearly. If I say it is the most expensive, it is the most expensive dress I ever bought. I have ever bought. So dear students, most expensive, what is most expensive is superlative degree here, and that's why before superlative degree I used article the here. And dear students, we have already discussed adjectives in some classes, and in your classes also, you also studied in previous class. That's why I think there must not be any problem. So next one, we use article the before ocean, sea and river. Ocean like the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean. These are the oceans, big bodies, big water bodies. Seas like Arabian Sea, Red Sea. We use article the before these seas. Rivers, like the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Brahmaputra, the Huang Ho, the Nile. We use article the before these famous rivers. We use generally article the before rivers. Other than these, we also use article the before bay, like the Bay of Bengal, the Bay of Malacca, before bay and straits, the straits of Arabian, the straits of Malacca. Like this, we use article the before straits and bays also. Sometimes channels also, the 10-degree channel also. Next one, adjective representing the whole class. When any adjective represents the whole class, then we use article the before that adjective. Let me take one more example for that one. For this case, adjective representing the whole class. Like we say, if we say the poor must be helped. The poor must be helped. It means this word poor, it is basically adjective. What it is basically a noun, and it is also representing the whole class. It means it represents the whole class of the poor people. It means all the poor people. That's why whenever any adjective represents represents its whole class, then we use article the before it. So dear students, in such cases, they are not the complete cases, but they are very important cases, important one cases. So in these cases we use article the. In these cases we use article the. Hope you got all the points. Now that is the time for omission of article the. Omission means when we do not use article the. It is the case when we do not use article the. So dear students, when we do not use article the, first case, we do not use article the any proper noun. You know proper noun, the name of any particular thing, that is the proper noun. Like example, your name is proper noun, your friend's name is proper noun. So any proper noun do not take article the before it. We do not use article the before the names of days, months and year also, as it makes the proper noun. That's why we do not use article the before it. Next one, meals, breakfast. Dear students, whenever we take any meal like lunch, dinner, supper, etc., we do not use article the before meals, as it is an ordinary thing that happens in our life. If we use some special cases, if the meal is special, some specific thing, then we can use article the before it, otherwise not. And article the is also not used before school, temple, hospital, market and other such places, because they are ordinary places. If we are visiting these places with the common purpose, with the daily purpose, yeah, or we say basic purpose, then we do not use article the before these nouns. If you are going to school for study purpose, do not use article the before school. If you are going to hospital for treatment purpose, then do not use article the before hospital. If you are going to market for worship purpose, or you are going to do prayer, then do not use article the before temple, or same case for the market. If you are going to market for purchasing something or selling something, then do not use article the before market, as these are the basic uses of these places. That's why whenever these places are used in basic purpose, we do not use article the. And we use article the before these nouns when they are used in non-basic purpose, in some other uses also. For example, if you are visiting temple for not praying or for not doing some worship for some other person, to meet some person, then you can use article the before it, otherwise not. And at last, article the is also not used before such words. For example, God, heaven, hell, science, death, parliament. Science, death, parliament. So dear students, we do not use article the before such words. Do not use, never use article the before God or heaven or hell, science, death or parliament. Do not use article the before this. And there are some other nouns like cinema, movie, station, park. These nouns take article the. They are in this category. They take article the before it. So dear students, these are the uses and these are the omissions of article the, and it is the use of article a and an. So I think you got all these points very well, and if you have any doubt, then you can call me, you can take my number from a group, or you can contact your HOD and you can confirm your doubts. Otherwise, a second way of clearing your doubt is you can visit your college and then you can ask. So dear students, like this video, share with your classmates and also encourage them to watch this video and subscribe my channel Examvar to get the latest update of your each and every class. Thank you, and thank you for watching this video.